Hey everyone, and welcome back to ChetChat. Now, apologizing is a tricky one. There are times when you just have to clearly say sorry, and that is the only way out. But in several other situations, I want you to stop saying sorry. Just stop it now. Over apologizing undermines our credibility. It lowers our confidence as well. So today, I will give you 40 alternatives to sorry for different situations. So grab your notebook and pen because it's a Friday and let's get going. Hey, this is Chetna and you're on ChetChat. Now let's take the most common situation, which is situation number 1, minor accident, small blunders. Now this happens to me all the time. Now instead of sorry for that, I would say, my bad, I'll clean this up. Oops, whoops, allow me to get that. And if something fell down, then I would bend down and pick it up gently. Or, my mistake, let me fix this mess. And in some other casual situations, maybe I would say, I dropped your phone in the water. Please don't be upset. Please don't be angry with me. Please don't be mad at me. Or, I can't believe I forgot your birthday. I messed up big time. Or, how thoughtless or careless of me, I forgot your book at home. Now, in casual situations, I would use informal language and I would use expressions like these and alternatives that tend to convey that, I am apologizing, but I'm taking responsibility and I'm also keeping it lighthearted. In a more formal situation, I would perhaps say, my apologies, or I apologize, or pardon my clumsiness, or excuse me, that was totally my fault. In public spaces, it might just be easier if you accept your mistake directly and politely and let it pass. Situation number 2, you're running late. Now, we've all been there. And we end up saying, sorry, I'm late. But here's what I would say. Traffic is crazy. I'll be there in a bit. Or I'm running 10-15 behind. Let me make my special coffee for you when I come there. In casual and social situations, we can actually appear sorry without really having to say it. Like, I'll make it up to you, or I'll make my special coffee for you. This is going to tell the person that you are feeling bad. Here's another one. Thank you for waiting for me. I completely lost track of time. Now convert guilt into gratitude. Thanking them for waiting also makes them feel very special. Missing a deadline at work is crazy. But here's what I would say instead of saying, I'm so sorry. I dropped the ball on this one. It won't happen again. Or, I take full responsibility for not meeting the project timeline. Or, I'm committed to making this right and to delivering quality work. Now, let's say you forgot to send an email or you delayed an email. Then instead of saying sorry for a delayed response, I would say thank you for your patience. Now, when apologizing in professional setting, it's important to show accountability and it's important to show a commitment that you're trying to make amends and always apologize with sincerity. Now, before moving on to situation number 3, here's a quick shout out to all movie and all song. And if you want a shout out, leave me a message below with the hashtag ChetChatters. Situation number 3 is a serious mistake. Yes, we all make mistakes. And instead of saying, sorry, I made a mistake, here's what I would say. I would say, I shouldn't have. This can be used for anything that you did knowingly. Example, I shouldn't have called her lame, or I shouldn't have missed inviting them to the party. Now be careful. We can't use I shouldn't have, for example, if you drop something accidentally, because it was an accident. It'll be funny to say, I shouldn't have spilled the coffee on your clothes. Instead, for such situations, you can say, I should have been more careful. Now, if you missed your flight, for example, thinking that it was at 4 p.m., but turned out it was at 4 a.m., then you can say, I should have checked the ticket carefully. I should have been more careful. So, I shouldn't have, or I should have, or I'll own up to that one. Taking full responsibility is a great way to make an apology. Now, in a more formal situation, I would say, it was wrong on my part. I will do better next time. At work, you could say, thanks for picking that up. That was very insightful or very helpful. Is there anything else you'd like me to keep in mind? Thanks for picking that up, or thanks for pointing that out. You could say, that must have been an oversight. Thank you for noticing. Once again, turn guilt into gratitude. Now you can also add adverbs to make it more or less intense, like I'm so sorry, I'm very sorry, I'm so very sorry, I'm extremely sorry, or terribly sorry, depending on how bad the situation is. Situation number 4 is an emotional reaction. Now, many times we apologize for our emotions. Maybe I've been venting to a friend, or maybe I've had an outburst. Then instead of saying, sorry for being so sensitive, I would say, I feel lucky to have you by my side. Thanks for being there with me. Converting guilt to gratitude once again goes a long way. Situation number 5, declining an invitation or a request. This is a very common situation where we tend to say, I'm sorry, I can't make it to your party. Here's what I would say. I'm afraid I won't be able to make it. Instead of saying I'm sorry, just say, I'm afraid. I'm afraid I have to submit an assignment by Monday. I won't be able to make it. Or, I appreciate the invitation or request, but I'm swamped. Thank you for thinking of me, but I have other plans. Remember, guilt to gratitude. I'm feeling bad that I won't be able to attend. My loss entirely. Situation number 6, conflicts or disagreement. Maybe you're having a disagreement with a friend, and typically when conflicts arise, sorry might not cut it. Of course we need to apologize. But sometimes we might need to say more than just a sorry. How about you try one of these phrases to resolve things more effectively? I value our friendship and I want to work through this. I admit I made a mistake. Let's find a way to move past this together. I messed up and I want to make things right. In conflicts with friends, expressing a sincere desire to resolve the issue and maintain the relationship is crucial. In more formal or work situations, perhaps this is what I would say. I would say, I see your point, but I respectfully disagree. Or, we are vibing differently on this one, if you want to be a little cool and Gen Z. In disagreements, it's essential to maintain respect and an open communication without necessarily apologizing unless you've done something wrong. Situation number 7, when you're asking for a favor or maybe you're asking for a clarification. This is one unnecessary apology we tend to give, like, I'm sorry to bother you. No, instead, I would simply say, is this a good time to ask you for some help? Or, would you be able to help me with this one? Or, could you please help me with this one? Would and could are great words for making requests. Sometimes, maybe you want more details and we end up saying, sorry, I didn't understand. Instead, I would say, could you help me with some more details on this fact? So, there you have it, folks. The next time you're in a situation where sorry doesn't quite cover it, consider using one of these 40 awesome alternatives. And remember that effective communication can make all the difference. And if you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, make sure you press the like button and share it with your friends, and subscribe for more tips on navigating life's everyday challenges. Thanks for tuning in and happy learning.